Hey, this is Matt with State of Flux here with a review for Cobra Kai Season 4, and we back, baby, after a pretty middling Season 3 that, had I not heard that the show had a really strong conclusion, I may have hopped off the Cobra Kai train and not continued. I'm glad I got to continue because Season 4 is easily the best of the first 4 seasons of the show. It taps into a lot of what worked with the back half of Season 1 and the front half of Season 2. Getting these kids to really hunker down and spend time with them where they're not constantly battling each other, but focused more on character piece and intercutting that with the adult characters. And Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso are put to best use this season as they are mentoring their respective dojos, while also playing father figure to a couple key characters and learning to work together as a team and set aside old differences. This season is really strong in how it utilizes the theme of interconnectivity and weaving different practices together, and how working together can ultimately provide a victory for you in the end. The character journeys that their children that we're focusing on go through are pretty spectacular. I absolutely adored Robbie and Sam's relationship throughout the entire season with their mentor figures, as well as McGill, and how all of them are sort of in a state of flux where they are torn between who of their mentors they should be listening to, and that is really quite strong. Then you have the added addition of Silver coming back from Karate Kid 3, which is easily the worst Karate Kid movie, no matter what anybody tells you. It is the third one, but Silver, who was a repugnant figure in that third movie, and one of the worst aspects of that film, is brought to this with a lot more gravitas and a little bit more humanity about him, where you sort of see where he is as a competent figure, whereas I couldn't believe that in the film version of this one. This is a full reclamation of that character, and you see how he kind of twists and embodies that whole Cobra Kai notion along with Kreese. Kreese also starts to have a little more character depth, that more than we've ever seen him be able to provide in any previous season. I enjoyed that aspect as well. And then you have Tori and Daniel's wife, Mrs. LaRusso's storyline, which is also really quite strong, and how that affects Sam and Tori's relationship, and how they can't quite connect because they have so much history, is sort of reflected in the Daniel and Johnny Lawrence, but you're seeing them begin to soften, so you want to see that with them, and you just don't know if it's possible, but you see that it potentially is, because of how Mrs. LaRusso is handling Tori's character. Along with that, you have the emergence of Eli and is it Dimitri's rekindled relationship. That is really well done, and the reclamation of Eli's character is fantastic. This season comes to a conclusion with a 2-part Karate Expo that does not go the way I expected at all. I figured 2 very specific characters were going to win, and I was half right. But where I was surprised, I was genuinely surprised. And then even that has not 1 but 2 surprises in it that come afterwards, where this season leaves off with Sam having essentially actually won the tournament, and Silver having manipulated the situation, which was, I expected Tori to win. I was shocked when it came to be that was what actually happened. On top of that, having Kreese be set up by Silver was also something that was shocking. And I gotta say, it was nice having Stingray back. Paul Walter Hauser is one of the best actors working today, and I was shocked when he showed up in Cobra Kai, and I feel like his character's a little bit wasted, but it's always a gem to see him. He is one of the finest actors that we have. Needless to say, I absolutely loved this season. I'm curious to see if McGill shows up in season 5, or if he's only in part of season 5, or how much he actually has, because he was off Blue Beetling. But I loved where they went with his character, McGill, and Johnny Lawrence, and the whole Robbie of it all. All of that was spectacular. And Robbie is like such a strong, dignified character that can be sleazy, but can be great. And he is just a kind of a perfect actor. As is Sam, as is Tori. Like, all these kids are really good. Eli, like, they're fantastic actors. I loved this season. I think this is one of the finest seasons out there. And I'm glad I stuck around with it. I'm genuinely excited to launch into season 5, whereas at the end of my season 3 review, I was cautiously optimistic. I thought they were heading in interesting directions, but I was just latching on to anything I could. Here, I have excitement and enthusiasm moving into the back half of this series. We have 2 seasons left before we get the Karate Kid Legends movie. I am primed and pumped. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this season of television down in the comment area below. Peace!